Greetings to you all and welcome back to Let's Play Command & Conquer 95. Now that the enemy's troops are still waggling back and forth, trying to form an attack and just not quite making it. They've got some vehicles moving out, a couple of medium tanks. Good force, good force. Should be alright, we've got quite a lot of rocket launcher troops positioned about the place. We've got some flamethrower units to help. Enemy seems to have stopped attacking through this route. Not sure why. It seems to be the better route to attack. If they don't want to, we won't make them. More Siberian up here for us to grab when they depleted that lot. That was probably over here. You could just see a tile of. Is probably safer to harvest than that lot. So maybe we'll go there first. But once this tank's down, I will just whack the speed all the way up and we shall start our normal duties. Okay, the tank is going to do much the same as every other unit that's come our way. But fine, we'll let them have their fun. I'm not going to bother with the SAM sites because they're incredibly expensive and it's really hard to kill the airstrike plane before it gets its payload off, because it probably always comes from the bottom and bomb the base somewhere. With our planes, giving us a new harvester. To work, you lazy bum. This guy's going to double back, try and outsmart us, which will work quite well since the turret's not in the best position anymore. Build another one, why not? They're incredibly cheap. If I could attack with turrets, I would.
Construction complete.
Ooh, that was a hell of a shot.
Our base is under attack.
This way it doesn't end up attacking my airstrip. I don't care how much damage a turret takes. Because it's so cheap, it's also incredibly cheap to repair. Useless against infantry, but what's one minigun I'm going to do? Die in the end. Go. So now we start the army. The army will be comprised of light tanks and flame tanks. It's a good combo. If we can, if we find ourselves in a decent position to do so, we'll get some artillery and bomb them down from afar. But the safer route is lots of light tanks and flame tanks. We'll try and snipe some of these people by shooting up the cliff into a position we can't feasibly see. There we go. Shoot through the floor. Lovely stuff.
Building.
They do have quite a number of medium tanks. I'm going to try going around here first. I believe this will be a kind of back entrance to their base, as opposed to this, which is probably the front entrance. Funny that, how they tend to have a back and a front entrance to just about every base we've ever had. I still haven't learnt that, tactically speaking, it's a very, very bad plan. They're still going for it, okay.
Reinforcements have arrived.
One more light tank and then we'll start on the flames. I won't make the biggest army the world's ever seen. I'll make a decent army and then we'll go push in and see what we can find. And then if we need to turtle up a bit, we will. That's okay. Go out another plane. They could have gone for a better target, really. Let's be honest. Now I believe there is some sort of exploitable AI that governs where the enemy's airstrikes will attack. Also there are some of the later on weapons that function in much the same manner as an airstrike that I'm not going to name because spoilers and all. I believe they can be exploited in much the same manner, but I'm not familiar with how to do it, so I'm just going to, whatever happens, happens, and we'll deal with that. No point in letting our turret take more damage than it needs to, we can give it a hand. Not going to bother with a repairing bay on this level. We're a little push for space for one, and I don't think it's that handy. And my army is mostly going to be cheap old light tanks. The flame tanks are there to deal with any infantry almost instantly, but also they deal with buildings almost instantly. And there's a good example of a flame tank, not golden yellow like it was in the video clip. It's the nice nod grey. Huge propane tanks on the back. I do like the flame tanks. Not have another unit coming up, which I shan't mention, which most people probably prefer to the flame tank. But in my mind, the flame tank beats all. I think that will do as a scouting party. We'll go see what we can find. So we can secure this next Tiberian spot for us. That'll be handy. And in the meantime, we'll just build up some reserve forces,
Construction complete.
ready for a potential second attack. Won't go too nuts with these guys,
Building.
because even against just those 2 medium tanks, they would probably lose. Because the flame tanks can't actually do anything against armour. Doesn't mean they're not brilliant though. That boat, I will probably kill with turrets. Thinking about it,
Construction
I'm
complete.
pretty sure. If I just build some sandbags downwards, I can put loads of turrets here. They should be in range of that. Yeah, easily. We'll get the job done. Found a Humvee.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Put an end to him. Light vehicles the flame tanks aren't bad against, and they can torch trees for comedy value. It's got to be worth something. Well, that looks alright. We'll get this squad to go and explore this other passage as well. You guys can fall back.
Building.
Start my impressive sandbag play. First time you see me use sandbags for positioning reasons, and it's going to be for 1 tile of positioning reasons, but there we go. For doing that, I can now plant a turret there, or there, which I couldn't do before.
Construction complete.
For that, advanced play. Beautiful stuff. I could dump maybe 3. I don't know how many it takes to take down a patrol boat. If you remember GDI Mission 1,
Construction complete.
it took down about 3 on its own.
Low power.
And I did forget that those things take up power, so we'll quickly get another power plant instead. Don't need that sandbag anymore. Can sell it for a cool 12 credits.
Construction complete.
There we go, it's very nice. We can set the build over here if we choose, but I don't think there's much more we want to build. Harvesters now need to make up their minds as to where else they want to go, and that light tank was sat on top of that flame tank. Don't know why.
Building.
Now I don't want to rush
Complete.
down here because that patrol boat will be on its way back fairly soon. I don't want to come face to face with it. Harvester's going to harvest up there for now, that's fine. Has a blossom tree as well, so that's not too bad. The patrol boat doesn't have any weapons for some reason. Okay, well that works in our favour I suppose, that will just die over time, we'll slowly wear that thing down. And in the meantime we'll go explore over here.
Building.
So the enemy is preparing an attack force of 1 medium tank, it's unlikely to be successful. But they get points for trying. We have to make sure we take minimal casualties whenever we attack this end forward, so these guys get back and let the turret do it. But still, it's not really a threat. What was that noise? Something got destroyed. Ah, it'll be the boat.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Curiously, I said, what was that noise, when the noise sound effect actually bugged out and didn't play, but the screen shake was still there. So I knew something of good size had been defeated.
Our base is under attack.
He should be attacking that. Yes, yes. Absolutely fine. Now our other Tiberian field patch is also completely fine and safe to harvest. This is all looking very good for us.
Construction complete.
Means I can whack the speed up another notch,
Building.
mass up the tanks, and then we'll just try and do this one in one almighty push. Now we could do some fancy stuff of trying to work the commando in and get his C4 on some key buildings. However, he's got 1 hit point, and you don't get APCs when you play Nod. They just don't have any. Not a weird, I suppose you'd call it faction, army, whatever.
Construction
In that
complete.
their
Building.
infantry is not bad. They're missing the grenadier. Bit of a shame, they've got a flamethrower unit instead. That's pretty nice. The vehicles, generally speaking, are quite light. We've got light tanks, which, yes, are heavily armoured, even though they're called light tanks. We've also got flame tanks, which are light armoured, and another vehicle coming up, which is also going to be light armoured.
Construction complete.
So they're a bit limited as far as, run-tough forces
Have arrived.
go,
Building.
but their strength and their damage really comes to sort of hit and run stuff. And I wasn't expecting that. I don't know why I wasn't expecting it. I mean, it's going to happen from time to time. Went for the harvester. I don't know why. So, okay. And they do. They do good damage to it. Shut up, you. This attack force is looking pretty decent. We'll just get... I don't know, we'll get as many tanks as we can with these two harvesters and then we'll push out. Let's see how we do.
Reinforcements have arrived.
I think we have enough flame thrower tanks
Construction complete.
at the moment. I don't think we're going to need any more of those.
Reinforcements have arrived.
I figured I would not quite make that, but that's fine.
Construction
We'll
complete.
sell that turret off. We don't actually need any of these turrets anymore. Saves on the power a bit, gets us some more units and some more money. Lovely stuff. Shut up. Well, that's a force if ever I've seen one. This force is going to go make a push. It's going to make a push around the back. But it's going to do it next time. I'll slow it down a bit so we're not going nuts. But yep, that's going to be for next time because I don't want to have to save and end the video right in the middle of a fight. So I'll end it here, why not? Hopefully you'll join me next time and we'll kick things off. I shall see you there.